In 2025, we will travel to the moon, and we will also see an early retirement. Without further ado, everyone, please take a seat back, as I have a wonderful treat for you. This video is for you. Bitcoin is $63,750. That has now decreased by roughly 4%. Over the last day, Ethereum has emerged. It's down to 394. With both the USDT and USDC ending at 99.41%, XRP is down 5% to a mean of about 51 cents. I understand that it hurts, people. $2 trillion, or $362 billion, is the market cap for cryptocurrencies. Where will we travel next? From here, I'm unsure about our next destination. I'm not sure if we could descend a little. If the market drops, we might start climbing again. I do know that the markets in May and June will appear very different to me. I feel safe making purchases at these levels because if we can see a dip, first off, it's not the first. It's unlikely that you will be able to time a downturn. If there is a dip, it will happen so quickly that you won't be able to time it. It will seem as though nothing at all happened. Hey B, look at us, we're not that bad. Near the bottom, I don't see this thing going back to the 40s. Perhaps we break through into the 50s at 60K. If 60K breaks through, we might see a dive to 52. I don't see $60,000 breaking, so that's a significant risk. Currently, we are aware of the Tether's printing process. We are aware that many people are holding onto their money, that a Tether will be used to raise the price of Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is the first, and that I will be investing in it. The market cap of cryptocurrencies is known. We expect the market cap of cryptocurrencies to surpass $5 trillion by the end of the year, and May has already arrived. These are comfortable levels for me. Comfortable ranges. Please open them for me. You should only buy what you need. You mentioned 5 rips, but why? 5 of these? Let me explain why I say 5. You receive 5 points on the list. It implies that you will receive 5 times the amount that the buyer will pay. The following month, you will receive a return of one of these XRP items, and each subsequent month, you will receive a free potion for the breeding lab, enabling you to generate another NS. To top it all off, you will receive one of these fierce minimalist NS items. There are currently only about 19 of these available, so if you purchase 5 West, you will be fortunate. 20 they are indeed unwell, and we accept XRP as payment. We also take credit cards because we're filling the gap left by Web 2 and Web 3 stablecoin bills, but I prefer that you pay with XRP. Aim for the U.S. House soon, as Maxine Waters, the first person to mention Bitcoin, has suggested. Please excuse me, but the top Democratic member of the U.S. House Financial Services Committee told Bloomberg that a stablecoin bill might be ready soon, giving hope that the U.S. can pass a new stablecoin law this year. Waters has previously called a version of a stablecoin bill deeply problematic and bad for America. When people thought the elections were unlikely at the start of the year, I found it enjoyable this time. Let's implement a stablecoin bill since, well, Ripple is perfecting the stablecoin. Therefore, XRP not only has legal clarity within the U.S. technically speaking, the second asset was the first 2 assets, but only 2, are XRP and Bitcoin. Now that the U.S. will have a stable currency bill, Ripple will also be on board. Yes, I adore it. Watch how that develops. I've now covered VO on this channel. This was before I made the foolish mistake of discussing packing my bags. Since everyone is aware of what transpired, let's start from the beginning. I was going to drop my smooth, cold $20,000 into V, but I made a mistake and opened my lips before I could buy it, so it was only a cent. Then you noticed that everyone and their mothers is talking about VO and that VO chose to make a double take. Therefore, it's true that Rip ended up spending $20,000, even though that amount would now be valued at $40,000. But because you already know what I prefer, it's okay. This thing is still easily attainable. It has at least a 10x in 20 cents. Could there be a retrace there? Might be. Look, the last 30 days are over. Over a period of 90 days, 29% of the population, or 351 individuals, have participated. I'm quite convinced we formed our new base because if there is a trace, anything that goes up must come down, and this item does return to a penny, something I very, very doubt I am throwing a lot of money into. If it does retrace, I believe we could see 0.15, that is, 1.5 cents before it then follows up with 3 steps. 4, 5, guys. Before you know it, you'll be thanking good old Rip, and it will be October 15th, 20 cents. You've made the journey, and I'll be praising you for it, so what should I do next? According to a crypto review, the company has potential market capitalizations ranging from $1 billion to $3 billion, ranking 8.7 out of 10. This is located on top of the Stellar blockchain. This is a gem, people. It was on BNB before moving to Stellar, which is interesting. I long to possess it. Given that it cost less than a penny, I understand your frustration. Not all the time can we get our way. Vo says it's a basic nature. Here's a comparison with the tell chart. Do you recall telling me what happened last year? Became completely crazy. It appears like V is entering the same information that I am not. In my opinion, V could get as high as 55 cents. You are aware that I am a conservative guy, 84 cents. This is, 21 and 12 cents. Those, I think, are locks. I'm referring to 12 cents. It's still 6 by 21 cents from here. Don't let a 10x make you sleepless. I understand that it can be challenging to confirm that you are purchasing the product on the XLM blockchain. You can use both an HBAR and AK coin in Mexico. Now, let's hear Charles Hoskins speak about how you feel about the Hadera hashgraph. I would read their code and white papers, and I would take them seriously. If you patent your work, it's important to establish a policy to ensure you don't have an excessive number of patents. And your code has a proprietor. I'll act as though you don't exist. I don't give a damn whether you can defeat cancer. Give me a blowout and subtract 10 years from my AG age. It doesn't matter if you have a patent or not. I'm going to discuss programming with you. It's simply absurd, so perhaps they have a good idea. Perhaps they don't. I've never read a single line of code in my life. I hadn't read their white paper before. Possess no knowledge of the project. Compared to the reality that there is an owner, and you can provide all of this information on how that is required for defense purposes. Not because of Bitcoin. Not because of Ether, it's not for Cardano, it's not for Polkadots, and it's not for any other cryptocurrency, but it seems like they know best. Avoid using trash. That's all there is to it, Charlie. Boy, stop using trash. Interesting, huh? Why don't you, then? I see. I dropped them both. I didn't. Would you please go tell BlackRock? Rock should refrain from using trash, people, or cryptocurrency. If I only want to light the fire, Fire says this article about HBARs and BlackRock is factual. I would like to make sure that this announcement is accurate to the letter. From the HBAR Foundation, here you go. We see real-world assets today. The IC of BlackRock is a significant historical asset. U.S. Treasury ArchX and Herora, the world's largest asset management company, have tokenized a money market fund, marking a significant turning point in asset management history. This is worth examining. Recall the ArchX moniker, CU? We're discussing institutional-grade custody and multi-chain custody, as you can see. Below, you can see who ArchX is with. The intriguing thing about this is that MetaCo, who is now Ripple, helped build it. An IBM RX owner is settling tokenized securities. You guessed it. The XRP ledger. Do you guys find this interesting? This is a multifaceted institutional green custodian partner of Ripple and Algorand Secure, among others. MetaCo are three things that leave you perplexed and wondering what the heck is going on. Really, everyone, this is the big play. Does it not? This is pure gold, so if you enjoy gold, HBARs are likely to appeal to you. You will enjoy something, You will enjoy Avalanche, you will enjoy every effort to win that image, and you will like the purchase of Riverside.